Hi everyone, it's Sarah here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be using Christ unwinding technique today to help you know your divinity, plus a little talk on divinity and some other tips and tools to help you know your divinity. So first of all, Christ unwinding technique is a technique I developed with Yeshua back in 2018. It is a technique to help you release stuck emotional energy from your body, replace limiting thought patterns, and replace limiting beliefs. It doesn't matter what religion you are, it'll work. Christ light is just source energy and it works for any religion. You don't have to be a Christian. It works if you're an atheist, so it really doesn't matter. You are going to be seeing some sentences as though they were written across the inside of your forehead. Now, it doesn't matter about your spelling, it's your intention that counts. So to start off with, you might not be able to see your sentences, and this sometimes happens if we have fear. The fear stops us being able to see our words that are written. So it actually works better if you can see your words, but if you find that difficult, know it's from fear and just keep telling yourself over and over again, it is safe to see my sentences. It is safe to see my sentences. Technique will work if you're just imagining they're there, but it actually works better and quicker if you can see them as well. Okay, so first of all, just finding somewhere comfortable to sit. Just have your arms and hands open to receive. If you can have your feet flat on the floor, that's better. And then all you have to do is shut your eyes and just say, I call upon the Christ light to come and help me. And then what you're going to do with your eyes shut is just imagine the following two sentences as though they were written across the inside of your forehead. And the first one is, I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. And then underneath that one, I am safe to be loved. So I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And then what you're going to do is see your sentences. They're going to go up into the air, and they're going to go up into your mind and in your brain, and they're going to go around and around. So start to see them weaving around the top of your head, backwards and forwards, left and right, around and around. Seeing your sentences as they're going around. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And just seeing them weaving up and down and around and around. They're creating new neural pathways, replacing those thought patterns, changing those belief systems. Then what you're going to do is your sentences are going to start to spiral anti-clockwise down through your head. So the Christ light will be going with your sentences, and it will start to clear away that stuck emotional energy. So seeing your sentences spiraling down through your head, down through your throat. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. Then seeing your sentences, they're going to spiral down the middle of your chest. Seeing if you can read your sentences as they're going around and repeating your sentences as they're spiraling down. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And seeing your sentences spiraling down the middle of your belly. Keep reading them. Down the middle of your pelvis. And then you're going to see your sentences, they're going to come out from between the top of your legs, spiral down, right down the gap between your legs, right to the floor. So see them spiraling down, repeating your sentences. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And then when they reach the floor, you can either see them going down into the ground or just spiraling off into the distance. It doesn't really matter. Then keeping your eyes shut, you're going to read your sentences again. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And this time you see your sentences come out and they start to spiral up your left hand. Up your left hand, up your left arm, over your left elbow, up the top, up your upper arm, when they reach your left shoulder, just spiral them across the top of your back to your right shoulder. So reading your sentences as they spiral across, I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. When they reach your right shoulder, spiral them back to your left. I am safe to be loved. See them spiraling down the left side of your chest and your upper back, slowly over your heart. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And down through the left side of your belly, reading your sentences. Down the left side of your pelvis. Down your left thigh. Over your left knee, down your left calf. Over your left foot. And again, see them going into the ground or spiraling off into the distance. Then we just repeat this process, so seeing your sentences written across the inside of your forehead. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And this time you're going to see your sentences, they're going to spiral up your right hand. So see them coming out, spiraling up your right hand and up your right arm. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. Over your left elbow, over your right elbow, up your right upper arm. When they reach your right shoulder, you're going to spiral them across to your left. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. When they reach your left shoulder, spiral them across to your right. I am safe to be loved. And then when they reach your right shoulder, spiral them down the right side of your chest, upper chest, your chest, and your back. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. Down the right side of your belly. I am safe to be loved. Down the right side of your pelvis. Down your right thigh. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. Over your right knee. Down your right calf. I am safe to be loved. And over your right foot, and then seeing going off into the ground or off into the distance. Reading your sentences again with your eyes shut. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And this time you just see your sentences going forward out of your forehead, and you just ask them to be sent across all time and space, all lives, all realities, all dimensions, all universes. And then you can see your sentences, just to finish off, going across your chest in beautiful big white and gold letters. Big letters across your chest, across the center of your chest, so your heart chakra. I am worthy and deserving of knowing my divinity. I am safe to be loved. And then we just say thank you to the Christ light. Now you can use this technique for anything, any belief you want to change. Just make sure you say your sentences in the positive and the present tense. So it's I am safe rather than I'm not unsafe or I'm becoming safe. It is I am safe. So I've just got a few other sentences, a few other ideas, because it actually works better if you can change your sentences around rather than just trying to change the same two limiting beliefs. So I've got a few ideas, and feel free to make up your own. And you also might find when you're using this technique, you might be aware of the light spiraling around, and you might come to a place where it becomes sluggish, or you feel like the light's having trouble. Just stay on that area. Just keep going round and round the same bit, because it's obviously where you've got a lot of stuck emotional energy. So a few other ideas are: I am God in human form. I am the divine. I am safe to know my divinity. God is infinite love, therefore I am infinite love. I am the soul inside the body. I am a magnificent being of love and light. I am safe to be seen and to be a beacon of light. All of life is an opportunity for my soul growth. Okay, so feel free to make up your own sentences as well. Now, God is everything and God is everywhere. God is infinite, therefore you are an infinite being. God has no boundaries, therefore it must be that you are God. Everything that you see is God, therefore you are actually inside of God. What we actually see is we see through the eyes of our body instead of seeing through the eyes of our true energy beings. So we see limitations and we see ugliness in, maybe lots of buildings or lots of rubbish, but actually in reality this doesn't actually exist. It's just beauty. It's just that we're seeing it through the lens of our body and our belief system. So we're kind of like we're in a game. We're actually in like a simulation. We're seeing a simulation, and the simulation is being based on our belief system, which is why it is so important to change your beliefs, change your thought patterns, change your beliefs to something positive. So when you are born, most people know they are God when they are born. Most babies remember they are God just for a short period, and then as they start to learn and grow, they forget it. Some babies are born not knowing they're God, but most people are. So when we forget we are God, it kind of creates a wound. We feel this separation from God. We feel God is separate, and that's the result of our ego. And this creates a wound because before we were born, we knew we were God, and we had that huge amount of love inside us and that wisdom, and then we come here and we forget it all, and it creates a wound. So knowing that you are the divine and feeling the divine inside of you actually starts to heal that core wound. Knowing you are God means that you lose most of your fear, because fear is actually an illusion. Fear is coming from your ego. So when you know you are God, you actually know you can create the life you want to experience. So it means that you lose the fear. Knowing you are God and creating the life that you want to experience means that you're going to have a life full of love, joy, ease, peace, abundance, good health, good relationships, things like that. Okay, life becomes much more simple and easy. As you know you are God, you will start to allow your soul gifts to come through, and you will start to listen to the voice of your soul and your heart rather than listen to the voice coming from your mind. You will have a download of your soul gifts. So you might find that you have these abilities that suddenly come through and that you're able to use. So there are lots of other ways that you can help yourself know your divinity. It is an essential part of your ascension, so it's something that's really important to do. So one thing is just to put your awareness down into the middle of your chest, into your heart center. And you can do this by either just putting your awareness down there, or you can imagine stepping into a lift or whirlpool in your mind and taking that lift or whirlpool down into the center of your chest. Then when you're down there, start just to breathe in some love and golden light, and then just imagine that golden light and love, you're pushing it outwards, pushing it forwards, sending it out to the rest of humanity, sending it out to the Christ grid, sending it out to the human heart grid. Okay, you're sending out to humanity. Because when we open our heart center, everything becomes a lot easier for us. We are able to operate from a place just of love, and that means that really aids our ascension and lifts our vibration up, so we can transcend our ego. So it's really important to open your heart chakra. Another way is to go into your heart center and then go backwards, and there is what's called an ascension column. This ascension column is running from source above right down into the center of the earth, and actually, as God is infinite, this actually carries going up forever and down forever, but you may just want to see it going down into the middle of the earth if that's easier. and go into that ascension column. And in that ascension column, you will find peace and love, and you will feel the energy of God inside there. You can, from that place, send your awareness right up into the air, into the central sun, and feel God in there. Bring down a golden ball of love and light from God, and bring it right down through your body, down into the center of the earth, so you connect to the center of the earth. Then you can bring love and light up from the center of the earth and send it right up to source. So you can kind of have this up and down effect going, clearing your ascension column. You can spend time sensing or feeling or seeing God inside somebody else, inside an animal, inside a tree, inside a plant. And then once you feel it in them, feel that same energy inside of you. Sometimes it's easier if we have a lot of judgments about ourselves. It's easier to feel it inside of somebody else or sense it inside of somebody else. But no, ultimately, it is inside of you as well. So then you can bring it back and feel it inside of you as well. You can breathe in love and golden light and send it all around to your body. That is another way of clearing your body. You can also keep bringing yourself back to a state of love. So when you find you are shifting out of love into maybe anger or resentment or fear, just try and stop yourself in your tracks and say, okay, this isn't real. I'm God, and God is just love, and bring yourself back to a state of love. Okay, love and centeredness. So I hope that helps, and give it a go, because it is an important part of your ascension and it makes your life a whole lot easier. Also, when you know you are divine, you will start to clear your stuck emotional energy a lot easier. If you can feel the divinity inside your body, it instantly starts to clear a whole lot of that stuff out, which is great. Okay, much love, many blessings from my heart to yours.